I heard what you said too late.
Got ya. Anyway, what's up, guys? Alex,
Good.
back again with another video. It's been a while since my last video. Um, so I'm surprised I don't have more here, to be honest. I mean, kind of, but not really. But
Kind of, but not really.
yeah, I know it doesn't really make sense. But anyway, I'm gonna start off with new vinyl. Because, you know, we always start with new vinyl when we do these videos. What are you doing?
What?
Oh, never mind. Okay. So the first new album I wanted to show is probably one of my favourite albums of the year so far. And I know we're only in May at the moment, so not quite halfway through, but this is hands down my favourite album of 2022 so far. And that's Robert Glasper, Black Radio 3. I have loved Robert Glasper. For me, is one of those artists that I kind of discovered, loved everything he put out, and then forgot all about until this album came out. And I've sort of been rediscovering him over since this album came out. I think it was March it came out. But yeah, this is an absolutely incredible album. He has a very unique way of mixing jazz with hip hop with a bit of soul. He is definitely a fantastic artist. I say soul, I really mean like R&B and stuff. But there are loads of features on this album, from BJ the Chicago Kids to Common is on here, Jennifer Hudson's on here, Gregory Porter features on here, Layla Hathaway features on here, HER features on here. Like I said, there are loads and loads of features on here. The only thing about this album I'm still on the fence with is his cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World, because we all know that as like quite a fast upbeat track, but he's obviously slowed it right down to match the atmosphere of the album and what he likes to do with his music. Nothing special on the vinyl, just standard black. But yeah, really awesome album. I don't see this leaving my top 10. I'm not sure if anything, I can't say at this point if anything will top this album for me. But as of when I'm recording this video, it is my favourite album of 2022. So yeah, I've tracked a copy down and I have it. So yeah, there's that one. Another new album of 2022, and I do mean new release. A band I've never really shared or spoken about on my channel before. But this is the Red Hot Chili Peppers with their Unlimited Love album from 2022. They're one of those bands where I've liked a few songs but never really gone into the depth of checking out a full album. But when this came out and I listened to it, it blew me away. So I'm now going back and sort of re-going through their discography, trying to find out what I like. But yeah, this is a really good album. Another awesome album from this year. I can't fault, much like the Robert Glasper, I can't really fault this one. There's a couple of tracks that are still growing on me. Much like Robert Glasper, but yeah, really awesome album from the Chili Peppers here. Inner sleeves are just, you know, custom with lyrics on and stuff. It's just on a red vinyl, really nice red vinyl. Not a massive fan of the colour red, but I think it looks pretty cool. I think it works well with this album, and the fact they're called Red Hot Chili Peppers kind of makes it work a little bit. So yeah, there is that. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Unlimited Love. Another really good album from this year. I have a couple of record store day purchases. I know record store day is one of them days where people like to go out and just buy like 5 or more titles and just add to their collections. But really, I see a couple of things on the lists that I like, and there's not much else for me. So yeah, I literally just picked up 2 things. The first one is Elton John, the complete Thom Bell sessions.
Sorry.
Obviously, we all know it was originally recorded in like 77 and 79 in a few sessions there, and wasn't released, I don't think, officially as a full album until like 89, something like that. But yeah, I really want to start working on my Elton John collection a bit more. I think that's really good. Plus, this has one of my favourite Elton John tracks on it, which is Are You Ready for Love? So I just had to pick that up and add it to the collection there. I don't think, there's nothing special about the inner sleeve, but it is on a really cool lavender vinyl. So that I think is pretty awesome. But yeah, no, just another one for the Elton John collection. Nothing amazing. You guys know this album already, I should think, if you're an Elton John fan or you've been buying vinyl for a while. I don't think the original is expensive, but I've just never seen one, so obviously to have a really cool like coloured copy of this, I'm super stoked about it. So picked that one up. The other one I picked up, and I had a bit of problems with this one, so I'm really hoping it works out alright. This is the new compilation from Jazz Dispensary record label called Super Skunk. This label, they put out some really awesome compilations, jazz and jazz funk compilations. I have another one of theirs already. There's another one there is one I think I'm missing, or a couple I'm missing, but I just didn't want to pass on getting this one. But like I said, I had a problem with this one because the original copy I had, when I opened it, it wasn't the album it was supposed to be. It was actually Booker T and the MG's Greatest Hits, which obviously I wouldn't have minded if, one, the cover matched the album, and 2, if I didn't already have a great copy of Booker T and the MGs, I wouldn't mind so much. So yeah, this album is really cool. Love the inner sleeve to this one. I think that's pretty awesome there. And much like the Chili Peppers, it comes on red vinyl. So nice copy. So yeah, like I said, when I opened my original copy and saw it was Booker T and the MGs, I was devastated because it wasn't what I wanted. I took it straight back. The owner of the record store said she would order me a new copy and check it before she sold it to me, and this was the right copy. So I think a few got out where it was Booker T and the MG, where it was a misprint of Booker T and the MGs. But this one is the real deal. I saw some reviews on Discogs of this, so I'm guessing that's what made me guess that it wasn't all of them, just a handful. But I don't understand how record store day could really let that slip through their fingers, but you can't be on everything, can you? So that's the new vinyl that I picked up. I did want the Taylor Swift single from record store day, but obviously they sold out, so which is no surprise because that album is like really popular. Anyway, let's go on with a few things here, a few charity shop finds, which I'll talk about here. This is Bryan Adams' Reckless. Not a massive Bryan Adams fan, but obviously I grew up around his music as my mum played him all the time while I was growing up. But obviously this has his massive hit Summer of '69 on this album. So mainly got it for that and the song Heaven, which I'm not massively keen on, but Summer of '69 is a really good song to just jam out to and have a little sing song to, because everyone knows the lyrics to it. So yeah, had to grab that one. Just could not resist. Then I found ELO, a New World Record. I don't know why I didn't have this album yet. Obviously it's got songs like Tightrope on it, Telephone Line, Living Thing. Yeah, it's just really good album. The punch hole there does mean it's an American pressing of the album, which I'd probably prefer to the British one, because I know the vinyl was slightly better around this sort of time. A little bit of cover wear and stuff, but you guys know me, I don't mind because I can't play the cover. Lyrics on this side of the inner sleeve, picture of Jeff Lynne and all the credits and stuff there. Just standard like vinyl, but really clean copy of this, and the Bryan Adams were really clean. There was a lot of great stuff in there, but a lot of the stuff that I was looking at was sort of beat to crap, so a lot of it I had to leave behind, but there was a lot of great stuff in there. Plus I had to like really be picky with what I was getting, because I ran out of space to store my records. Anyway, also from charity shops, Deep Purple in rock. This is a weird one because this is actually a Greek pressing of the album, which I never thought I'd find in like a random charity shop. But you see there, Greece. It's a nice Greek pressing. I looked at the label and I immediately knew wasn't like a British pressing or anything. Because like you can like tell it's a bit of a weird one, but it does say made in Greece at the bottom. Again, another super clean copy of this. Really nice. Don't know too much about Deep Purple or anything, but this was a nice one to take a punt on, especially for £1. So I'm not going to pass up any Deep Purple for £1. Few other things from charity shops, and then we'll get on to the rest of the vinyl here, which there isn't actually that much, so this is going to be quite a short video. 7-inch single of The Way It Is by Bruce Hornsby and The Range. Probably one of my favourite songs from the 80s, just because it's a really awesome, I think it's a really awesome song. I find them very similar to like Huey Lewis and the News and people like that, but really awesome 7-inch, really nice condition as well. So that was a good find there. And a couple of CDs, which I don't normally show CDs, but these are two that I just couldn't pass up on, and it's a band I'm sort of rediscovering from my pre-teens. Green Day, his 21st Century Breakdown, probably I want to say the first album from them that I ever heard, but really that was American Idiot, which I think is the first album everyone hears from them. But I was getting into them around the time this album was coming out, so obviously I do have a lot of great memories around having this album. I wish I got the chance to see Green Day live though.
Oh, me too, man.
Because that would have been an amazing gig. Hopefully they do like a reunion tour at some point. Till then, the closest I have is this album here, Bullet in a Bible, their live album from 2000, and when did this come out? I have 2005, there it is. So yeah, this is about the closest I have. It comes with, it's actually a double set, because it has the CD of the show and then the DVD of the full show. I don't think the full show is on the CD, I don't know. But I never owned this album when I was into Green Day first time around, because I honestly didn't know it existed. But yeah, really awesome find there. Yeah, just really good stuff. So hopefully one day Green Day do a reunion tour. It'd be nice to sort of relive my preteen sort of phase when I wish I could have seen them live. But anyway, we'll move on. Jenny's being immature. I apologise for that.
Every single time I say it, he does the same thing.
I know.
So I thought I'd use that.
Remind them who's older?
Huh?
Remind them who's the older one of us two?
You.
Yeah, of course. You like to, you wish. Anyway, a few more things and then we're done with this video, guys. So I have the 12-inch single for Everywhere by Fleetwood Mac. Probably my favourite Fleetwood Mac song, which is also off my favourite Fleetwood Mac album, Tango in the Night. So yeah, really awesome find there. Cannot wait. I do want to try and pick up more Fleetwood Mac stuff if I can, but for now, well, album wise anyway, but really nice track there. Yeah. Right, apologies for the change in that lighting. I just got up to turn the light on because it looked like it was getting quite dark in this room.
Didn't notice.
I mean, we've got the TV on because Jenny's playing Xbox. So that's
I just bought an agency.
So that's about the only lighting we would have had within like a few minutes. So anyway, I'm going to continue because I have literally 3 more things to get through and then we're done. So a hip hop album here for all my hip hop followers. I know not everyone that watches my videos is into hip hop, or if they're into it, you're not into like all the hip hop stuff, just like maybe Beastie Boys and WA, like the stuff that everybody knows. But for people that are like really into hip hop, I want to discover a bit more about hip hop. This one will be for you. This is Pharaoh, Munch, Internal Affairs. Absolutely incredible album here. From 1999. This is an original American pressing, which I'm stoked about. Simon Says is the big song on this album, which he I think got banned from airplay for a while, radio airplay for a while, because it samples the soundtrack to Godzilla. So because of that, I don't think I firstly don't think he makes any money off of it. I wouldn't know. But I think there was like I'm sure there was a massive lawsuit over it because of that, but that's irrelevant. There's loads of features on here. Busta Rhymes, Method Man, Redman, Common features on here, Talib Kweli features on here, M.O.P. Just an absolutely a really good album. I'm not a massive fan of Pharaoh Munch, but this album, it's I would say it's definitely his best. I don't think he's ever really topped this as far as I'm concerned, but a really good album. Did have an insert if I can get it out. I believe it's the original insert as well. Just comes with a few credits and stuff, and yeah, just really nice to own that. Have that in there still, and there's the label. Just standard black vinyl, as you guys could guess. But this particular copy has the BPMs written on the label, so I'm guessing this used to belong to a DJ. Because every single track has the BPM on it, so that's what makes me think it belonged to a DJ. But I'm guessing the DJ only really played it once or twice, because the vinyl is practically mint. Even though to me, the vinyl is only mint when it's like brand new, hasn't been opened. So I'd say near mint, but absolutely just a great album. If you want to discover more hip hop that's a bit more obscure, definitely check out this album, because some of you may love it, some of you may hate it, but definitely a must have if you're into sort of boom bap hip hop kind of. Anyway, you guys know my biggest goal for 2022 was to cross off albums from my wants list. This year I definitely did that with the Pharaoh Munch and the next two albums I'm going to show. So the next album that I'm going to show to you guys is probably one of my favourite albums of all time, and if I owned this album when I did my top 100, it would have made the list, like quite high on the list as well. I will probably have to redo my top 100 because I look back at that list and I'm either not happy with the videos, or my opinion has changed, or there's certain albums that I would now take off the list and other albums that would make it into that list. So if you want me to redo my top 100 albums, let me know. But for now, I just want to show you guys that this album, the album that would have made it if I owned the album at the time, and that is Currents by Tame Impala from 2015. I'm gonna say it's their magnum opus, because this is where a lot of fans that they have now discovered them. Especially me. When this album came out, it was one of the only things I was playing that year. This and Kendrick Lamar's Pimp a Butterfly were literally on loop the whole year. But there is not a bad song on here from Let It Happen. The Moment, probably one of my favourite tracks on here. Eventually, The Less I Know The Better, and New Person, Same Old Mistakes. Absolutely incredible. Just love this album. Yeah, really incredible stuff. I'm saying incredible a lot again. That's fantastic. Standard black vinyl. I know there's copies out there of this that are coloured. I think there's like a yellow and purple variant. I think there's quite a few variants of this, but I just opted for black because I don't know, I just preferred the black vinyl of this album. I just wanted the black vinyl. Sucker for black and clear vinyl. But yeah, there's that. Tame Impala's Currents, like I said, definitely maybe a top 15 or 20 album for me. Really incredible. So the last album I have to show you guys here is actually an R&B album. Of course it would be. It wouldn't be my channel if we didn't show some form of R&B or hip hop or anything like that. But this is Maxwell, and this is his debut album, Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite. Now, this originally came out in 1996. This is the 20th anniversary copy on from 2016 on 180 gram vinyl. And probably my favourite thing about this is the colour. Really nice gold, metallic gold vinyl, which I didn't have any gold vinyl before, but I'm really glad I have it now. Yeah, I've been, over the last, I'd say 6 months or so, I've been really working on my Maxwell collection. I have now his first 3 albums, so I'm only missing 2 albums of his now. So hopefully I can, hopefully I can track him down at some point. But this is a really nice pressing of this. It also comes with a little booklet of some unseen photos. That.
Sorry.
He had a massive hit on this album with the song Ascension, which some of you may know, some of you may not. If you're familiar with Maxwell, you'll definitely know it. If you're not familiar with Maxwell, check it out. You may like it. But yeah, definitely another favourite of mine. I prefer his second album, I must admit, as a full album. But just another really cool album. One I've been after for a while, and happy that I finally own it. So yeah, nice copy there of Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite, the first album from Maxwell. But yeah, there it is. So with that said and done, guys, that's it for this video. It's a bit longer than I first anticipated, because we're now at 25 minutes. I thought we were going to be under 20 minutes or so, but at least it's a shorter video than what I've been putting out. So yeah, sorry about my absence. I've been working a lot, but now I'm going to try and do a bit more frequent videos now that I'm slowing down my vinyl intake. Yeah, and me and Jenny are literally getting married in like 5 weeks from when I'm recording this. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to try my best to do videos that aren't vinyl finds, because obviously, like I said, vinyl finds videos are slowing right down. They're not stopping completely, but with the amount of vinyl that I'm bringing into my collection slowing down, I won't be able to do vinyl find videos as frequently as I have been. So, but anyway, that's enough chit chat. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you're new here, because, you know, it really helps me out. And yeah, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye.